of our program. And sitting next to her is a lady who, well, let's say Strawberries is probably the biggest music store in the greater Boston area. This lady has more records than Strawberries. I mean, she just... Stasia Czernicki, 8-time world champion, and just so many records, which I'll try to get to. 12 times Massachusetts state champion. She's also a state champion. You know that we're expecting all kinds of good things from both of you.
I know you are. I don't know if I can do it.
Well, I'm not trying to put you both on the spot. We're just delighted to have both of you here. Wish you good luck, both of you, and we'll get underway right after this. Now, as challenger today is the lady without question, has the greatest record in candlepin bowling of anyone. What a start! Stasia Czernicki. Stasia right now has a league average of 110, high single 194, high triple 466. She has so many records. She had a 608 in the 5-string roll-off in order to get on the program. First bonus ball goes to the right. Stasia is married and has 3 sons and 6 granddaughters. Oh, almost spare on strike. A 10, and is one of the most respected, but also one of the best liked. Now here is our current champion, Beth Peterson. And she came that close, 1 pin away from starting the same way with a strike. So she has a single pin to pick up. It's the 2-pin. For a spare? No, she went too far left. Beth has a league average of 108, a high single of 171, a high triple of 423. She had a 597 in winning her roll-off. 10. Half Worcester, left side. Punching out the 2 and 8. Good 10. Now Stasia Czernicki again. She has so many records that she herself doesn't pay that much attention to them, but her proud husband, Tony Czernicki, can tell you every one of the records. As we go along, I'll give you some of them. I mentioned that she's 8 times all events world champion, 6 times the singles champion. Oh, beautiful effort. Didn't quite go. 12 times Massachusetts State Ladies All Events Champion, 7 in a row at one time. 10 times the state singles champion. 3 times in the World Championships doubles champion. 10. A couple of times she was world's mixed team champion. 9 times state Massachusetts State Ladies doubles champion. A couple of times the state ladies double champion. Mixed doubles. We did that once with her son, Ed. And most of the time when she was the state ladies doubles champion, she did it with Helen Salou, who is the very efficient and proud owner of the fairway here in Natick. So Stasia has a strike and a spare in the first 4. Our current champion, Beth Peterson of Needham, Massachusetts, and she is part of the current 1986 Massachusetts Bowling Association State Championship team. Didn't like that as soon as she let it go. She shares that title with Shelley Borowski, Shelley Carr, Chris Kelly, and Mal Honorado, whom she defeated last week. 9. Beth seems to be holding the ball just a fraction too long. When she releases it, her arm has gone through the pendulum a fraction too far, and she's going to the left of the head pin. Made a nice spare. So this is the first time we take a check on that scoreboard after 4 boxes in the first string. There you see our 2 bowlers, and there's the scoreboard. After 4, our challenger, Stasia Czernicki, 49 with a bonus ball to roll. Our defending champion, Beth Peterson, 39 with a ball. Stasia Czernicki. Is the fill, and she will not have an easy one to convert because it's a 5 and 10. Made it. She knows how to use that. She knows how to use that wood. I'll just mention a couple of other records. She has more appearances on our show than anybody, male or female. And remember, this is not an invitational. You must earn your way on by winning a roll-off. She also holds the record for the most consecutive victories on our show, 18. So 7 was the fill, and now she's going for a 10 box. She made it. Beth Peterson working on a spare. Five is the fill. And the object pin becomes the 2. She has 2, 5, and 8, and then outside of that, the 7 and 10. Good try. She got everything except the 7. Pin standing, as you can see. 3 pin and the 4 pin. Oh yes, pretty spare, pretty spare. Very nice. Right pocket hit. She doesn't have to throw the ball hard, but so accurate. Obviously, all those records I was mentioning for Stasia, unless I indicated that they were a mixed double, were all done as women's various records or championships and so forth. The times that would be involved with a man, as I told you, was when the mixed doubles, when she won it with her son Ed at one time. But as far as the 18 victories in a row here, that's more than anybody, male or female. The most appearances is the same. That's more than anybody, male or female. She got one of them. She was hoping to get them both. At 103 through 8. League average 110. Now, Beth Peterson, our defending champion, is working on a spare. This is the bonus ball, and she gets 9. Is she going to get them all? Yes. She has a strike on top of her spare. First bonus ball gets her 6 and leaves her with the 1, 3, 6, and 9. Made it. 3 marks in a row, and any combination of strikes or spares 3 in a row in the same string establishes a bonus of $50 for Beth Peterson. Stasia Czernicki. Well, that's a tough split. She has the 6 and the 7. For 3 strikes in a row, there is an additional bonus of $1,000. That's on top of the 50. She tried to bang it off the sidewall. Box 112. Just a tiny bit too full on the head pin that time. Another 9. 121. Just 2 as Beth picked off the 6 and 10, and that's all. Now she goes half push to the other side and gets 2 more, so there are still 6 pins remaining. And she came out of it with a 10. And gives us a very sort of a, whew, I was lucky to get out of that one. Well, she needs 6 pins to win this string. And she has it. 9 drop, and opportunity now for a spare. She has 4 marks, Stasia 3. See if she can get this 7-pin with wood all around it. She did. All right, that puts her at 126, gives her another $50 for winning the first string, and let's see what the final will be. The first time she was on, which was a couple of weeks ago, she rolled a 147 opening string. Last week she rolled a 130, so she's over 130 again. 8, 134. Excellent looking up at the scoreboard. And we will too, and tell you that at the end of one, our defending champion, Beth Peterson of Needham, Massachusetts, is leading challenger Stasia Czernicki of Webster, Massachusetts, 134 to 121. Pair of nines for 18 through 2 boxes in the second string, and now here is challenger Stasia Czernicki. In mentioning some of her records, I'm sure she would want to give credit to some of the other people who participated with her in a World Mixed Team Championship. She did that one time with her son Ed, with Doe Nosigian, and with Don Riley. Don is with us all the time as a statistician and coordinator. Most of her 9 times that she was the Massachusetts Ladies Doubles Champion, she did it with Helen Salou, mentioned. She won a mixed with her son Eddie, and most recently with her son John. Yes, she made it. And the mixed team championship, she won with JoJo Czernicki, her daughter-in-law, and Paul Wambach. So it is a family affair. And for the sake of those of you in other places who are not as familiar with what has gone on here for such a long time, the men's high single on this program for 28 years is a 197, and the man who holds it is Ed Czernicki, Stasia's son. Coming up again, our defending champion, Beth Peterson. Two, 4, 7, and on the right, the 6 and 10. Our home viewer jackpot is up to $100, but our high-low jackpot, in which we set up the 1, 7, 10 at the conclusion of the program, is very interesting. It's up to $825. The winner gets first try at that, and then the runner-up. As soon as somebody hits it, we start all over again at 50, but until somebody hits it, we just keep adding $25 every week. Beth Peterson has 1 pin to pick up for her first mark in the middle string. She has all the bonus money so far, 3 marks in a row in the first string, and she also won the first string. Each of those accomplishments worth $50. And she made it. Now challenger Stasia Czernicki. Stasia with a spare 7 to begin this middle string, then a 10. She didn't like that one. She held the ball just a fraction too long. Usually she aims right for and gets most of the time the 1-3 pocket. She hit that pocket perfectly that time, but the 7 pin was all alone over there, and it didn't quite go. A 10. She figured she had a better hit than that. She was coming right in on that pocket, but she wound up with the 5, 7, and 10. Now she will go for a corner. Try to come out of this with a 9. Nine it is. 46. We're taking a look at that scoreboard one more time. After 4 in the second string, challenger Stasia Czernicki 46, defending champion Beth Peterson 37 with a bonus ball to roll. In our match, our defending champion Beth Peterson on the line. She's working on a spare. This is the bonus ball. Let's see what she gets. She got 7. As soon as she delivered that, she knew she was going to miss that 2. And that's what she wanted to do for 2 marks in a row. Instead, it's a 10. One and 2 remaining. And a bunch of wood all behind it. I'm sure Beth realizes that on that second ball in the previous box, where she just missed the 2, 4, 7, otherwise she would have 3 in a row. Now Stasia Czernicki. Beautiful right pocket hit, and she, instead of getting a strike, winds up with the spare leave of the 5 and 8. She just missed that 5, and she was nervous about it as it was going down. It was so close that she couldn't turn away knowing she had missed it. She could just hope that she was going to hit it. Emmons Levine is keeping score on that big scoreboard today, and Bruce Goldman keeping score beside me. I've already mentioned that Don Riley is our statistician and coordinator. Our lob line judge and referee is Ralph Stewart. There he is. Oh, what a pretty spare. That was vintage Stasia Czernicki there. A pretty, pretty spare. Now Beth Peterson. She's working on a spare. And gets how many? 7. She's left with the 3, 6, and then over on the left, the 4. 3, 6 on the right, the 4 on the left. Tough shot. No wood to help. That's another one of those situations where she knew as soon as she delivered it. Even though they're 60 feet away, and these bowlers are so good that they can tell the instant that it leaves their hand whether it's going to make it or not. Two, 4, 7, and the 10. Just a wee bit too firm, a little too full on the 2. So he still has the 7 and the 10. Remember, Stasia Czernicki, as she comes up, is working on a spare, so this will be a fill. Big 9. Big fill. She leads in this string. The wood. Instead of going directly at it, she saw the wood where it was and decided that it made a a bigger object going over there to get the 7. So 2 in a row. All right, she got 8, and she has a tough one to convert here because this is the 2 and 8, and back to back. You have to hit it head on. Let's see if she can get it. Made it. All right, 3 in a row, $50 in bonus money. Stasia Czernicki. Beth Peterson now for her final 2 in the middle string. Remember, she led by 13 after the first. She comes up with a big hit. She has the kingpin. The 5 is the only one she has to get right now for another spare. Please. Here she goes for a spare. Yes, right on. $98 right now. Another box to go, and this bonus ball. It got her just 5. She has the 1, 2, and the 7, 8, and 9. Can she make it go? The 2 is still there. Beth's average is 108, so she was well over that on the first string and will be over it again here in the second. A 10, 113. All right, with the way Stasia's bowling right now being at 103 and 2 boxes to go, it could be very, very close after 2. A bonus ball, and she got just 3, as she almost had a spread eagle. Came in just a little too full on the head pin. 4 on the left and 3 on the right. So she has remaining. Ooh, just picked off 1, so now she's got to go for those 4 on the left. It's a 7 box. So she will pick up $50 for winning the second string because she's tied right now with Beth Peterson, so only needs 1 pin to win it. A little bit of action. 1, 3, 4, 7, and 9. Let's see if she can make this. No. Okay. Nine. $121 and a $122. And it is close now. Just 4 pins separating our bowlers. Just 4 right now after 2. So don't you go away. We have another string coming up. It's right now Peterson 247, Czernicki 243. Third with a 9 and a spare. Beth Peterson has a pair of 10s for 20. Here is Stasia now with a chance to take the lead. Anything over 5 gives her the lead. She got 8, so she leads by 3. Make that 2. It was a 7-pin drop. I was saying, giving her credit for having an 8-pin drop. $10. Obviously, we're going to have to wait till Beth comes up before we talk any more about leads, because It's only in completed boxes that we can talk. Stasia leaves the 4 and the 10. 2 pieces of wood in front of the 4, or rather one in front and one behind, and one in front of the 10. Boy, she tried, didn't she? And for a moment, I'm quite sure she thought she had it. She's pinning very well, had a couple of 10s. Now it's Beth's turn to see if she can get a mark. It looks, when you first glance at it, as though it's the 4 horsemen. It's not. The 5 pin, and then it's the 3, 6, and 10. And that 10 would not go. So that keeps it a 2-pin lead for Stasia as they matched 10s. Now Beth again hoping for a mark. She knows she has to keep pinning well. She has a single pin, the 5, to pick up for a spare. And she made it. There was a lot of pressure on that ball. Challenger Stasia Czernicki now rolling in the 5th and 6th of the 3rd string. Just missed the head pin, going for that 1-3 pocket. So she still has the 4 horsemen on the left side, the 8 pin in the back, the 6 and 10 over on the right. Went for the left pocket and got everything on the left side, but the 4 and the 6 and 10 are still there. It's a 10 box. I think everybody in the place thought it was going to be a much bigger hit. She had a perfect pocket hit, but she wound up with 4 pins still standing. The 5 pin becomes the object, then it's the 7, 9, and 10 across the back. Oh, but the 10. Boy, look at that pinning. Look at that pinning. A 9, then a spare 7, then a 10, a 10, a 10, and a 10. Now here's Beth. She's working on a spare, and she's hoping for a big fill right now because in completed boxes, she trails by 2. She gets a 7, which should put her up by 5. She had a 4-pin lead, remember, coming in. Leading by 1 in this string is what gives her. Oh, what a spare! A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spare by Beth Peterson. Oh, what a beauty. Take another look at that. Mm-hmm. Bonus. 6 more. 4 horsemen right side. Everything except the 10. 10 did not go. She missed out on $50 more in bonus money. Pinning for a 10. Yes, she has it. 4 boxes left now. $11 pins. That's the difference right now. Now, Stasia Czernicki, today's challenger. That, nope, she held it too long. It went over to the left instead of getting her good. Two 5 is what she'll be looking at. She hit them, but did not get what she wanted out of it. So she still has 5 pins standing. It's an 8 box, I believe. She waits until a piece of wood rolls back, which she has a right to do before she presses that button, just in case it was going to roll back and hit something else. The 5, the 6, and the 10 with wood. And it's the fact that the 5 and 6 are side by side, that is parallel on the same parallel plane, that's what makes it tough. He's using the wood on the left. Yes, and it worked. She used the wood on the left and made it come across to bang the 5 into the 6 and into the 10. Now Beth Peterson, our defending champion. Beth has 3 pins on the right. The 3, the 6, and the 10. She'll be trying to convert them into a spare. Opposite an 8 box. Right at the moment, she leads by 11. And she made another spare. And that could be very important. It's a thin hit, just 5. It's a good shot of the intensity, I'm sure, that Beth is feeling right now as she fires at the 1-2 pocket. The 7 and 8 are still standing. She figures she needs every pin, so it's a 10. That puts her at 98. All right, Stasia Czernicki working on a spare, her final 2, right now trailing in the match in completed frames by 18. But she has a spare up there, and she has a chance to get a couple of more marks. Looks good. Nope, she didn't get the head pin. Looked like it was going to be a 1-3 pocket. It wasn't. 6 is the fill. So she's working on the 1, 2, 4, and 9. Ooh, oh, but the... No, she just didn't get that 2-pin. Everything else went. There it goes for a 10. That puts her at 100. She threw that right down the middle, hoping for a big strike, but instead gets a split. 2, 4, 7, 6, and 10. Got everything on the left. 110 for a 110 and a 353. Beth right now needs 8 pins to tie and 9 pins to win. Five of them right there. Nine pins, that does it right there. That gives her a 354. That also wins her the third string. So Beth, despite the fact that she was facing a legend, a true legend, and the legend began with a strike in the very first ball she threw, Beth hung in there and has won. So give them both credit. I'll tell you, it was a fine match. Stasia Czernicki rolling, well, both of them, when you consider their league averages, it was just great. All right, remember now, we have a high-low jackpot worth $825. We're going to get to that after I give you the final score. It's Peterson 364, Czernicki 353. Is in our home viewer jackpot. The combined total, both bowlers today, is 717. We give 10 either side. So for that $100, if I draw a card and it's anywhere from 707 to 727, that person will win the $100. But you know, of course, that we don't let a person go unrewarded if we pull a card. For example, today, that person will receive these prizes.
A Regina electric broom. No more vacuuming. From now on, it's the Regina electric broom. The lightweight, easy way to make cleaning a breeze. Regina electric broom makes a perfect gift. And Monsieur Houbigant Musk Cologne, a primal appeal below the level of consciousness, makes it the world's most wanted musk. There's no musk like it from Houbigant. And an Acromil 16-inch toolbox offers premium capacity in a medium-sized box, constructed to carry up to 60 pounds of tools. Acromil toolbox to help out with all home improvements.
All right, 7-0. Dig around in here. See what we find. This one comes from Don Cummings of Eddy Street, Providence, Rhode Island, and the guess is 653. So next week, this will be worth $150. Now, Beth, $825 down there if you can knock down those 3 pins. Oh, Stasia, oh boy. You used to do this like nothing. Okay, next week it goes to $850. Would you both come up here, please? First of all, Stasia, let me see. You stand here, Stasia, so the folks can see you. What's this, 54th appearance on our show? Son of a gun.
Yes.
And let me compliment you, you son of a gun. Your league average right now is 110, and look what you rolled up there, a 353, huh?
Yeah.
Feel pretty good?
I was proud of that.
I don't blame you. Here, let me get the microphone where people will be sure to see that. I look at all these records that Tony has taken. I'll tell you what, we're going to give you $300 plus $100 in bonus money, and also from Eagle Tool Company, some garden tools. You can put Tony to work outside.
Keep me in shape.
I'll give you good shape. It was great to have you on the program, and I hope I have you back again next year.
I hope so, too.
Okay, Beth, I'm going to bring you over here and give you a little bit of a challenge today, huh? I mean, psychologically, too, huh? Especially when she rolled a strike on the first ball.
I know. You have to come right back and do the same thing.
Well, here you are. You've been a champion for 3 weeks now. $700 for winning and $150 in bonus. Your next challenger is going to come from Springfield. You also, again, your dad can go to the True Value Hardware store because this is your third successive $50 gift certificate. As I said, I don't know who your challenger will be, but I know that you will enjoy the new year anyway. Right? Okay. And everybody out there, please, Happy New Year. Bye-bye.